Hey everybody, Berg Ryman, or Ryan here, in the basement, getting ready to start talking to you guys about the Wilson Challenge and the clubs that Wilson sent along in review. And we are going to be starting today with, you guessed it, we're going driver. And with that, it is the Wilson Dynapower Max in a 12-degree head. Now, Dynapower Max in 12 was my choice because, for those of you who weren't familiar, last year I tested the Callaway AI Smoke Max line, and we went with a 12-degree head in that driver and really kind of unlocked some of the launch issues that I've been having with driver recently. And really found that to be a very fun club. So Wilson only offers the max in a 12-degree head, obviously with loft adjustments. You could get the Carbon or the Carbon LS even to 12 degrees or in that ballpark, but with that, you're dealing with face angles, really making the club look closed, and that's not something that I personally prefer. So I ordered it in 12. We lofted it down to 11 and a half. Checked when it came in, and that was the saying that came from the factory, was 11 and a half degrees. And we paired it with the KBS TD shaft, 50 grams in stiff. Again, the 50-gram shaft weight, trying to match as close as possible to the AI Smoke that we tested last year, for as close to a like as you can get. First impressions of the Wilson, it's a great looking club. It's a little bit bigger from front to back compared to some more of the modern clubs that you would be considering in this space. When I first saw it, it kind of reminded me a little bit of my old Nike SQ from stretch from back to front, which for me was fine. I always got along with that. The fact of a bigger head that looks a little bit more stretched is always something I like. For those of you that like more of a traditional shape, um, perhaps something like the Carbon may be a little bit more for you. This is also an all titanium head. There is no carbon in it or anything else. That didn't really affect sound. Um, so that was very solid. Now, I'd like, of course, to give it up to Wilson for packing along also the head cover. And as you guys may have seen from other reviews, these things are spectacular. They are very plush, they're very high quality, and you aren't going to see me say a bad thing about this from a Wilson standpoint. Now, performance wise, the Max is fine, right? There isn't anything that I could point to say, oh, this is a bad driver. It does what it says on the tin. It's supposed to be forgiving. It's super forgiving across the face. Shots out of the middle perform exceptionally. Shots heel side, toe side, all sides. Everything is good. And that's, I think, a testament to where drivers in 2025 are right now. No one, I think, is making a bad driver. And what you're seeing are performance gains on the margins, right? Where you're getting more consistent speeds and more consistency out of parts of the face that normally you didn't get consistency from in the past. The Max does this really well. I mean, shots out of the toe, you're still getting a appreciable distance from them. They're coming off with low spin, so they're running out a little bit more. Shots out of the heel, also really good. Do I wish it was a little bit longer? Yeah, it's on average, I'd say it's probably somewhere in the neighborhood of maybe 5 to 7 yards shorter on best strikes than where my AI Smoke sits. And they're close on the off center hits. I would say that 5 to 7 number is probably consistent across all strikes. But you're hitting more fairways, right? And that's the advantage of these max heads. They're built to be more stable on off-center hits. They're built to work in such a way that when you aren't finding the center, you're still getting great results. In the shaft, the KBS TD here pairs really well with this max head. 50 grams seems to be kind of where I am in weight. It felt pretty similar to the Smoke Red RDX that's in my AI Smoke. It's not counterbalanced, so that's a slightly different feel, but really easy to swing, very smooth, good kick at the bottom, solid launch. So really good across the board. The one issue I kind of have with it, and this is more of a mechanical issue more than anything else, if you listen as I shake this here, you guys can't hear that, but I know it's there. The head is a little loose right now, and I'm going to explain kind of what happened here. So I have only removed the head from this club twice. I removed it once when it came in, just to verify that it was set to the minus 0.5 that I asked from the factory. Totally was. And then I removed it before we went on the My Golf Spy get together in Myrtle Beach for packing, so that way, as everyone says, you remove the head from your adjustable clubs to facilitate perhaps less a chance of the shaft breaking. Somewhere along the lines, and I'm not sure where or how, the screw that connects the adapter to the head was stripped. Again, that's more of a me issue, but the fact that it only happened on the second time of asking from removing the club head is a little bit frustrating. Speaks maybe to some kind of issue. Again, it might be a me thing. It might just be I got a bum screw. It's fine. I can find another screw to replace it, but it does bum you out a little bit. Because of that, I wasn't able to really hit. I mean, I didn't hit driver in Myrtle Beach at all. I hit it once on the first tee when we were playing at Prestwick, and I turned to Jason, aka Sir Chunks, and I was like, that didn't feel great. And then I gave it a practice swing, and I was like, oh, now I know why this didn't feel great. And driver went back in the bag for the rest of the trip. So a little bit frustrating that I wasn't able to use it down there. And we are currently looking for a replacement screw for it. But I guess the big question, is this going to go in the bag going forward? I hate to say it, probably not. And that's really through no fault of Wilson here. I think they've made a fantastic golf club. I think that they've made a golf club that fits exactly it does exactly what you want it to do. It is what it says on the tin. It's maximum forgiveness, it's good distance, and it does what you want. It's easily adjustable, it's easy to hit, and it's fun to hit, right? It's not like, oh, let's go out and really kind of make it work. No, you set it behind the ball, you make the swing, and you get a good result, I think, regardless of what you do. The problem for Wilson coming into this test, that Callaway driver I tested last year was just so good, right? I said it last year when I did the test. It was going to be really, really hard to find something coming soon that was going to beat that out of my bag. And again, all credit to Wilson with this Max driver. It's fantastic. I think if you are in the market for a traditional looking, traditional sounding, very easy golf club to hit, the Wilson should be at or near the top of your list. It's got a nice glossy finish, which I know some people like, some people don't, but it's an all titanium head There's no like weird kind of carbony look to it. It sounds great and it just performs really well. And you can get it at a price point which is way more functional for a lot of us than, the $500, $600 um, new kind of entry point in the driver market. So, again, it's not going to make my bag, but that is just more a credit to how good that Callaway club is than saying this Wilson doesn't meet the measure of what it needs to be. It is a fantastically solid driver that I would recommend to anyone looking for something immensely playable that is super easy to get a good performance out of across the board. And with the proper fitting, I'm sure there's more to unlock from this. So, the Wilson Dynapower Max Driver, a solid driver, a great driver for, I think, a lot of people that are looking for something easy to hit and get great performance out of. And I really think you all should try to check it out.